Inspiration. It can come from anywhere. The rhythm of the streets, the still of the night air, or the mind of a genius. But the experience is timeless.
If on a mountain I could stand.
Ghetto Eyes Publishing. The art of entertainment. Own the experience.
My name is Kevin Brown. I play .com on 30 Rock on NBC, and you can check us out. We think 30 Rock and NBC is preparing to give us our own TV show. Okay, we think that. So they gave us a web series. They started with a web series called Live in XL with Grizzin.com, and it's on NBC.com. First of all, for one season, we broke a record in television. 30 Rock was nominated for 22 Emmys in one season. That's a record in television. I mean, MASH never did that. Mary Tyler Moore never did that. The Cosby Show. So 30 Rock is breaking TV records just by doing things like that. 30 Rock was an accident. My character wasn't supposed to be a cast member. A casting director called me and said, we are doing a show called the Tina Fey Unnamed Project, and we're looking for some featured extras to be part of this posse. Featured extras means you know you're going to get camera time, but you don't have any lines. You don't have a character name, you don't have any dialogue, but the camera will be on you. They wanted 4 guys to just walk around, be big, and follow Tracy around. And I told her no. I said, I don't do extra work. I told her no 3 times. And she finally called me back on the 3rd time, and she said, just go down to the interview. And I remember going down to the interview that day because she basically said, do me a favor and go. So they said Tracy Morgan's going to be in it, Tina Fey, and I didn't really know who Tina Fey was. She was a writer on SNL, on Saturday Night Live, but I didn't really know her. And so we show up to shoot the pilot, day 1. It's in a restaurant like this, and they say to me, okay, Kevin, you're going to be sitting here. Tracy's going to be sitting there. You're sitting right next to Tracy. Tina's going to be here. And the rest of you guys are going to be spread around. And I was like, okay. But I hadn't seen Tracy Morgan in about 8 years. Then Tracy pulls up in an SUV. And he comes out the car. But when he walks in the restaurant, I don't say anything to him because I was an extra. I was a featured background. But he was a star of the show. And you keep that distance. There's a protocol. The extras don't speak to the stars until they, until you're spoken to, basically. So I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting in the back. So Tracy goes and he speaks to all the people because it was the same producers from Saturday Night Live, so he knew all these people well. So I see him in the back. It goes in the back, and he's, talking loud. Yeah, so telling this Tracy Morgan shtick, but he's all the way in the back. Then from the back, I hear him yell out, "Kev, yo, is that Kev? Oh!" So we have our happy reunion. But the energy that our reunion created was the energy they were looking for from Tracy for that character. So when he introduced me to Tina Fey for the first time, he said, yo, T, this is my man .com, yo, .com, this T. And that's how I met Tina Fey. And he didn't say BigKev.com, he just said, this is my man .com. So we had done the pilot, the show got picked up. And then later in 2006, we came back and we started shooting the first season. When I would get in these scenes, even though I didn't have dialogue, I was still acting in the scenes. And they recognized that. That stuff shows up, especially in a small screen. Maybe about episode 2, one of the assistant directors pulled me in the corner and said, the writers like the way you do your thing and whatever. They're gonna start writing you in the episodes from time to time. And that first season, they did 22 episodes, and they probably wrote me in about 15 of them. They gave me lines maybe about 15 times, and I didn't negotiate with I didn't have an agent, I didn't have a lawyer. It was just, yeah, we're gonna hook you up. And they just kept hooking me up. They just kept doing it. So I was like, okay. And when they first wrote me in the script, they gave me the name .com, which is the name Tracy introduced me as.
You're checking out Ghetto Eyes TV. Don't go nowhere.